Thomas is a tank engine who has his own little branch line. And every day he takes the coaches up and down the line. Okay. From Knapford Station to Victorstown. Only now he takes it to Knapford to Barrow-in-Furness. For times have been changing on the island of Sodor. Later that day, Thomas arrived at Barrow-in-Furness as usual. A diesel was waiting for him. He was cross. "Late again, I see," said the diesel. Thomas had had enough. "Listen, you," he said. "I'm on time." "As usual," he said. The diesel snorted. "That may be true, but I am a diesel, the future of British Rails. You and your other classmates. And by the way, I'm not talking about the E2s, those are all scrapped. I'm talking about your type of engine. Steam engines are coming to an end, and diesels will be their replacements. And my timetable runs to perfection. I'm always the first to arrive, and I'm always the last to leave." Thomas had had enough. Later that day, Thomas's tanks were almost empty, so his driver parked him outside to get a drink while he went to go get a coffee and some bagels. While resting, he noticed his friend Edward in the siding, dozing. Thomas told Edward all about the diesel. "I swear those diesels are nothing but trouble." Edward sympathized with his friends, but didn't hold back on the truth. "I understand where you're coming from, and that diesel is indeed rude, for I have met him myself. But just because one diesel is rude doesn't mean they all are. Edward, I'm pretty certain they're all the same. Besides the Sodor diesels, those mainland diesels are rude." "I see your point." The next day, the only engines that were in the sheds were Thomas, Gordon, Henry, and James. The firelighter lit Henry's fire first, then James, and was lighting Gordon's, when Tom started complaining. "How come he hasn't lit my fire yet?" said Thomas crossly. He was impatient. He wanted to beat the diesel to the next station. Diesel was right next to him and overheard the conversation. Diesel used to be a devious engine, but ever since being saved from scrap by the Fat Controller on the mainland, he had turned over a new leaf. "I'm a diesel," said Diesel, "so I don't need to have a fire lit, so you'll undoubtedly be next." Diesel couldn't have been more right in his life. As soon as the firelighter was done with Gordon, he lit Thomas's fire. As soon as his fire was lit, Thomas stormed off, but had to stop at every station along his branch line. He waited impatiently. Every station, it seemed like he stopped only for a mile. Until finally, he reached Barrow-in-Furness, and to his surprise, the mainland diesel was nowhere to be found. Thomas had been rushing so much that he'd beaten the mainland diesel. "That'll show him for saying we steam engines are out of date," he said. Minutes passed by, and there was still no sign of the diesel. So, Thomas smirked a little bit. "Not only did I beat him to the station, I'm actually on time, and he's running late," he said. His driver was concerned, though. "If he doesn't hurry up, the passengers will be delayed," he said, nervously. Finally, to the passengers' delight, the train pulled in. Thomas had seized revenge, but to his surprise, it wasn't the diesel he was used to. Instead, it was a completely different class of a diesel. "Sorry we're late," said the diesel. "The engine that normally takes that train is stuck in the yard. My name's Misty, by the way. What's yours?" "It's Thomas," he said, hit the tank engine, sounding a little surprised by the diesel's good manners. "By the way," said Thomas, "what happened to this train's normal engine?" The diesel chuckled. "It came out of the yard, but the turntable now functioned and put him in a siding. Eating. Fortunately, he was the last one to leave, so everyone else was free. But I was the only one able to take this train." He was not happy about it. Thomas chuckled. Soon, he and the diesel started chatting. Thomas soon found out that the diesel was really friendly. The next day, Thomas told Edward all about it. Heard it when they were alone in the sheds. "You were right, Edward," said Thomas. "Just because one diesel is rude doesn't mean they all are." The next day, Thomas pulled into the station at the exact same time as the diesel. "What's the matter?" said Thomas. "You losing your mojo? After all, your timetable runs to perfection, and I'm only a silly old tin kettle." The diesel tried to act like he wasn't scathed at all, but deep down he was. "So, how was your day off yesterday?" said Thomas. "I can't remember the last time I've had a day off in a while," he said. The diesel had to admit defeat and never talked about superior transportation ever again.